One thing you will have to respect about this game is literally these little part covers look amazing normally. Like wow. I love part fives right now because Korsaki and I think that's valvrave unit 4. And then Voltus 5, Vodums, Iron-Blooded Orphans, and randomly, the Getter. So we're gonna go through with this. Well, it's time for us to do this then. At least we get Saki right there. Too bad I don't have her SSR or anything. I have the SR, but not the SSR. So I'm not gonna be using her anytime soon. I got Hardtails though. Wow, they want us to use the new Gundam. I'm not using the new Gundam. We'll switch out Kyo this time. Try to think what I can use. I really want to use the Black Selena more, but not just yet. I'll invest time into that thing later. Actually, I'll probably stay with these guys for now. Alright, let's go through with this. No Gundam yet, it looks like. That's sad. Cause I know we're probably going up against, if not this time, we'll probably go up against the, what's called, the Kamaras. Not yet, we're back. We're back to our world. We're at the Oceanus Bridge. I had intended to proceed to the gate in Hawaii after this, but a number of necessary repairs will delay us. I brought this matter to Captain Bright Noah's attention, and he has requested that some of the Rock Islands members be sent back there. I would like for those individuals to receive an escort. Understood. We'll escort them to Hawaii, and then turn around to reunite with you. I thank you. We will also do our utmost to distract Britannia in the meantime. However, we will not perform any more joint operations with Celestial Being. Our Gundam Meisters have participated in your operations before. We don't harbor any ill will. But should I borrow the Gundam's strength, I would run the risk of exposing information to your side. You cannot deny the possibility that Celestial Being will bear its fangs against the Blank Knights once the group of parallel worlders that brought us together disappears. We do not share a common goal. At any rate, Commander Shima, I thank you once more for your cooperation until now. From here on, I am unable to allow Kallen Kozuki to accompany you. However, should you find yourself in our world once again, I hope you will seek us out first. It is not our intention to return here, you know. I'm well aware. Consider it a what-if scenario. I'll keep it in mind then. We're at the hangar of the Oceanus. It seems the Rock Island Israeli will arrive in Hawaii before long. Yeah, I hope Tekiden, Haruto, and the others make it back to Module 77 okay. But there's no guarantee it's safe there to begin with. Ordinarily, you'd think the larger powers in that world would have taken over Module 77 by now. But that never happened while Haruto was there, right? From what he had said, valvrave 1 acted as one of their deterrents, but but Module 77 doesn't have that right now. Yeah, I know. But all this naysaying isn't going to help any. Haruto believes that his friends are all safe, and I want to think so too. Before any of that, they gotta get through the gate in Hawaii, and there ain't no telling what's behind any of that. If the troops deployed in the gate's vicinity are just average Britannian soldiers, then they shouldn't have a hard time breaking through them, but it'll really depend on Shinji, Asuka, and Rei if they can get that point safely, or if they can get to that point safely or not. I get paranoid every time we have to go through a gate. There's got to be an easier way to do it than how we have been. If it was easier to do, the things would be a lot more the things would be a lot more hectic. Yeah, the things would be a lot more hectic for us. I'd say the damage and influence on the gates is minimal, precisely because it's not easy to get through them. If massive force like Britannia gained exclusive control of the gates, I could enter parallel worlds without issue. The end result would be a multi-world war. If that happens, the concept of a land of peace will become even more distant. Camille, it's time for us to move over to Celestial Being's ship. Right, got it. So the battle team is staying behind on the Oceanus. Then until we meet again. Yeah, take care, you hear? Huh. So now finally heading back to the best world. Literally, out of all the worlds, World 4 is the best because it makes sense. That is an actual Super Wars I could see in the modern day. But most of the stages probably take place in space and in different planets before they get to Earth. Ironically, both Leisner and Iron-Blooded Orphans have a time skip as well for their second parts. Whereas Chiriko, nobody knows his real age in a sense in this game. Oh well. Chapter 39, Connected Worlds. Captain, the gate has entered our field of vision. Britannia Nightmare Frames are preparing to intercept. We'll force our way through. All units, launch! If we can get through that gate, we'll be in our world. I thought there would be more enemies waiting for us. The diversion from the Oceanus and the Black Knights paid off. Even so, there's still a chance reinforcements could pop up. All units, take down the enemy quickly. Oh, you punks want to fight now. Just quickly. Dang. Nightmare frames are fast. Oops. Let's see how good they can hit Hito, though. You'll survive. But still. That reminds me, there's one more Zegapane unit in this game. We saw the sprite for it, the blue... Damn, I forgot their names. But anyways, I wonder if we're going to get another Zegapane unit in the future. Another thing that caught my attention about this game, map attacks do not hurt your allies. So you can literally go crazy with map attacks if you get any. Which is why I'm hoping I can get the Twin Buster Rifle, but you never know. Dang, they surrounded us. Yes, kill them all, Hito. Oh, Hito, why? What were the goals for this one? Oh, we're good. And that should cause the stage to end right there. Yep. All units stop. Withdraw at once. Enemy units have withdrawn from the combat zone. They just pulled out a bit too easily. Maybe Britannia doesn't want to stop us. They want us to get out and stay out, you mean? Right. Because it's better than that than having us work with the Black Knights and Celestial Being. Well, that makes it easier for us then. The Skulls got a crack on the way out. Torres, what about Camille and the others? They will be returning on time as scheduled. Then as soon as they return to the ship, we'll penetrate the gate. Until then, keep a close eye on our perimeter. Yeah, I got one thing at least. And of course, looks like Schneisel's as smart as ever. Whereas Clovis barely got any development and it said that he was psychotic, you know, the usual generic bad prince. Schneisel turned out to be cold, calculating, and everything. Basically, he was definitely, you could tell you didn't need to look by looks. Just by style and strategy and intelligence, you could tell he was Lucius' older brother. We're at the Viceroy's office. Our visitors from another world have fortunately passed through the gate without incident. Strange as it is to say that. I'm still not entirely convinced it was the right move to allow this. It would be foolish to waste the men granted by His Majesty against an unknown force. Now that the irregularities that threatened Area 11 have departed, I'll trust you to handle it from here. It would be in bad form for me to meddle more than necessary. Schneisel. What are the Emperor's thoughts on this matter? I haven't had an audience with His Majesty. Oh, sorry. I haven't had an audience with His Majesty, so I wouldn't know. Although I imagine it's trivial concern for him. Probably. Truly? When such a great force appears from another world, he still sees it as trivial. That is just the way the Emperor is. Oh, snap, the Sword of Akasha. Huh. The other world is departed. Yes, it is of no concern. If the worlds are intended to be connected, then they will appear once more. And when that should happen, the truth will be made evident. It is not too late. Yeah, it is not yet late. Sorry. It is not yet too late to take action. Oh boy, finally time for some gjallahorn. Our ship and Cerebia have passed through the gate. Looks like we're on the surface of Earth. A large number of humanoid mobile weapons have been identified in front of the ship. It's Gjallarhorn! Leader, I've confirmed our present location. We are in South America on Earth. These are the Andes Mountains in the vicinity of Cusco. There's no doubt this is our world now. Indeed. Hell yeah! We're finally back! Don't jump for joy just yet, Eugene. We have a Gjallarhorn squadron to worry about. One look at the Cerebian, they'll attack us without question. Understood. We can't allow them to capture us here. All units, launch. This sure as hell ain't how I expected us getting to Earth. But this is no time for pussyfooting around. Give them hell, guys. You got it, Orga. Finally. I'm finally back. I won't let them take me out here. Just wait for me, Shoko. I like these soundtracks of this game. Dang, the amount of HP these guys are getting now. Come on, Kyo. Kyo's still an evasive dodge tank, it looks like. That's his main thing. Ouch. Dang it, Hito. We'll first complete the achievement that we need to complete. All we gotta redo is killing everybody. That range of the twin buster rifle. Well, that takes care of them. All enemy readings in the battlefield have been eliminated. Good. Let's break away from this location before enemy reinforcements arrive. Yeah. We're at East Reeby's Bridge. Looks like there isn't anyone chasing us. So how do we get to Model 77 from here? The East Reeby can't fly into space on her own. We'll have to find some sort of facility to get her up there. Yeah, we'll need a hand from the Rock High Lam guys for that, and also the Montauk Company. That masked man gave us his word that they'd cooperate with us. Fumitan, get in touch with him. They'll also be able to get us an update on Module 77. Understood. Why don't we look on Wired about Module 77? It'd be dangerous for us to connect to it in our present circumstances. Furthermore, direct communication with Module 77 should be avoided. She's right. We could end up having details about us leak out. Biscuit, be sure to let Haruto know that too. Understood. We're at the hangar. Yeah, the Gallahorn battleship hangar. The long-lost Tekkadan have finally reappeared. They came through a light sphere in South America, on Earth. They have? Not gonna avenge Lieutenant Crank. Motivation is good, but your opponents are strong. And according to our information, they're accompanied by an unknown force. We can't afford to be careless. Specialist Major, if I also underwent the Elia Vignana surgery, would I be able to stand against them? Well, what are you saying? Don't even say something so unpleasant. If they're adding unidentified forces to their side, then we can't win as we are now. If you implant that thing into your body, you will no longer be human. Not human. That's what my colleagues from Earth have called me too. Half of the blood flowing in my body is Martian blood. Ein. Gjallahorn. No. Earthlings themselves only recognize pure bloods as their own, and it's no different on Mars. My mother was Martian, but since my father was a Gallahorn officer, I was allowed to enlist. But the discrimination still continued. Lieutenant Crank was the only one who treated me the same as everyone else. The lieutenant colonel allowed me to feel like myself again. I didn't care what the people around me saw me as. I became what I thought I was. You make it sound as if I'm one of those people who ridiculed you. No, that's not what I... It's fine. I have to say, I've never seen a man quite like you before. Huh? Just as you said, Ein. You must be the ones to defeat Tekkadan. We're back at the East Reeby's Bridge. I'm very pleased to see you all return safely. Excuse me. Module 77, is everyone at Sekimori Academy okay? Yes, at present. No force has launched a major offensive against them since your disappearance. Th Thank God. And does you saying there were no major offenses mean there were smaller ones? That's correct. I don't get it. Even though we've been away from Module 77, neither Dorsia nor Gallahorn finished what they started? They no doubt have their own circumstances preventing them. But how'd the guys at Module 77 keep them away? I think you might want to ask them about that directly. Huh? I don't like this. What's the secrecy? Sorry, what's with the secrecy? It's a sensitive subject. I'm afraid. There's an even greater matter at hand. In order for Cordelia Anna Bernstein to achieve her goal, I would like for your group to set course for Module 77 immediately. You don't have to tell us. We're actually planning to ask you about how to get us into space. Yes, about that. We'll arrange for a launch facility on our end. That's great and all, but I don't want you getting any ideas. You've no need for concern. There's nothing for me to gain by causing trouble for you. All we ask is that we are included in the dealings concerning the half-metal mining rights. I'm not going to promise you that, but I do need your help getting to space. I understand. By the way, Mr. Montauk Company, what the heck's your real name? Montauk will be sufficient. Consider it my true name. So we're back at Sakimori Academy's hallway. Cordelia, Haruto and Tekken are back. I heard from the Montauk Company. Do you really mean it? Then where are they now? Earth! Thank goodness. Just like you said, Shoko, they all came back. So Haruto's finally coming back. Aina. Oh, Rukino. Haruto and the others came back. I see. Rukino doesn't look as happy as I thought she'd be to hear that. Oh. She's at Module 77's interior in a forest. Heh. I can finally see you again, Haruto. Now, it'll just be the two of us. Yeah, I'll continue on. We didn't get anything from this, though. Okay, still more grazes. So no Gundam Kimaras yet. Yeah, Schwab Grays and a Schwab Grays. So no Gundam Kimaras. With the Walk Highlands Mess Hall. Things are just as complicated here as they are in our world. There's Dorsia and Arbrow. And then what else? Well, don't ask me. It's simpler than mine and Meg's world for as far as there's only being 4 large economic blocks in power. There's Galhorn in addition to these... there's Galhorn in addition to those. Apparently it's a peacekeeping organization that's been around since forever ago. Every time it comes to a different world, we always gotta figure out how it works. It's not just the social structure. The history itself is totally different. There's a big war called the Calamity War 300 years ago, and they've even terraformed Mars. It's similar to our world in that there are humans on Mars. Oh yeah, the Tekkaden crew come from Mars, don't they? Well, no matter what the deal is, we're not going to stay for long. My Evangelion's got angels to fight. But is there even a gate here that's connected to our world? And even if there is, it's unlikely we'll be able to avoid a fight with Gjallarhorn or Dorsia. I've said it over and over, but I don't know how much longer I can take this. We haven't been with Rock Island for very long ourselves. I'm sure it must be hard on the rest of you. Once we've confirmed the gate's positions and assuming they're stable, We may find it relatively easy to come and go from the various worlds as necessary, provided the gate isn't locked down by an enemy force, that is. I feel that, eventually, a sort of network between the gates will be put in place. What makes you say that? At present, there exists a number of stable gates with fixed destinations. While there are spontaneous gates with undetermined destinations, the gates we have entered of our own violation are not holes that were opened unintentionally. It's possible that these could be paths that some being purposely created, not dissimilar to the hypergate connecting the moon to Mars in my own world, so that humans can use them? Yes. That is, if the entity's goal is to bring people from other worlds into contact with one another. So you mean they're opening these paths in all sorts of locations to do that more efficiently? And once they're stable, it'll become a kind of highway network connecting multiple parallel worlds. That's right. So why is this thing trying to get humans from different worlds to come into contact with each other? I believe we already have the answer. To facilitate war. But that isn't what we're trying to do. That's right. From the start, we've only been fighting to protect our world. That's something I've noticed while aboard the Rock Highland. What do you mean? There's no one on this ship, or rather, any of the ships that would instigate conflict voluntarily, particularly with other worlds. While circumstances between us differ, it can generally be said that each individual here is against such acts. That's true. In our primary objective. So I have to wonder if this is merely happenstance or perhaps something more. If someone's causing this and they're being way too random about it, maybe they have to do it this way. Just like how Dio lost his memory and can't use his full strength. We're at the Montauk Company's launch facility. We've been expecting you, ladies and gentlemen. I am our representative, Bright Noah. I thank you for making the necessary arrangements. Oh, not at all. We merely did what we were able to. Forgive my abruptness, but I would like to hear what we can expect on our route to Module 77 right away. Your first obstacle will come from Gallahorn's Outer Earth Orbit Regulatory Joint Fleet. Although their morale is high, their actual combat experience is virtually non-existent. If we force them spread out, breaking through their lines will be simple. How do you suppose we disperse them? We will leak false information to draw their attention to several decoys, ships that our company will send out from various launch facilities in other sectors. But wouldn't they be able to sniff us out just by looking down on us from above? You've no cause for concern on that point. In fact, Gallahorn has yet to realize you're even here. Moreover, this area is within an economic block that is beyond their reach. So you could say it's a gap in Gallahorn's surveillance. Of course, I cannot guarantee what may happen once you have gone to space. You may be attacked by Gallahorn units, the Dorsian army, or other forces. I understand. Should that occur, we'll get past them on our own. There's another piece of information I have only recently acquired. 2 light spheres, which you refer to as gates, have appeared. So there are 3 gates in this world. Where are they? One is in Yellowstone, within Arbrow's territory. The other is over Hasdalen Valley in Dorsey's territory. It is still unclear where the gate connects to. Could be one of them leads to your world. If you're planning on going, I don't plan on stopping you. We have to see the Easter egg to Module 77 before that happens. We've got us a way to head up to space. We'll figure out the rest ourselves. I'm afraid that won't do. We lack both the Oceanus as well as the support of the Black Knights and Celestial Being. Splitting up our forces here would prove dangerous. But then you guys... We can't just throw you youngins out there. We're at least going to get you to Module 77. That's just how it is, Orga. Alright, looks like I owe you guys. Now then, Mr. Montauk, I believe we're prepared to launch. Very well then. Module 77. Well, near Sakimori Academy. You're here. Care to explain why you called me out in the middle of nowhere? Go to the coordinates written here. What, you mean now? Why me? These rubies on its way to us. You'll meet up with them first and act as their guide. Aren't Haruto and the others already being guided by the Montauk Company? They are, but there are still concerns to be had. Your power will be necessary to clear them away. Follow the strategy I laid out exactly as it is written in your storage compartment, and guide these 3B to Module 77. You act like you're the one in charge here, but fine. Since it's to help Haruto, I'll be off then. So is this where I get Saki? No. Oh yeah, it is. She's right there. I want her SSR, and I'll use her definitely over Haruto. So I gotta use 3 spirit commands to do something else. Okay. Episode 40. Hinawa. We saw made it past the Outer Earth orbit regulatory joint fleet, but the fact we haven't run into any problems from when we got up to space and reached here has me more concerned than relieved. Yeah, even though we have valvrave 1 here with us, Dorcia hasn't tried anything. It's hard to imagine the Montauk Company's preparations made it this easy to avoid danger. Right. Perhaps we're in a regular force. The larger powers here aren't responding appropriately. Or it could be they have a plan in place. Sorry, they have a plan in mind that involves deliberately allowing us to reach Module 77. If that's what they're thinking, then where are they planning to hit us? We'd have a much easier time if we could figure out things like that. Orga, if we keep going like this, we'll reach Module 77 soon. So now's the time we should start feeling relaxed. Then if I were the enemy... Large number of Ahab wave readings have been detected from the space sector in front of us. The gjallahorn? Yes, a half-B class and mobile suits. You may have been able to fool the outer Earth orbit. You may have been able to fool the outer Earth orbit regulatory joint fleet, but not us. We aren't around just for decoration like they are. As we are aware, your destination is Module 77. Predicting your route was a simple affair. It's an ambush. I don't think they want us getting to Module 77 in one place. These guys are blocking the road, so I want them all kicked to the curbs. To it, Mika. Just a little more until we reach Module 77. We'll break through here somehow. Leave their commander's machine to me. Huh? But that valvrave is vital to Module 77's protection. It'll be bad for Orga if anything happens to it. What Mikasugi's saying is right. Don't do anything rash here, Haruto. Understood. They've come out. Here's where I'll avenge Lieutenant Crank. I won't let you get in our way. Here's where you disappear. Alright, let's go through with this. So now he's got to do 3 seer commands. Dang, they are not letting up on the HP. There's only one thing to attack. Yeah. So now that we're going through this, at least Inaho's pretty good though. I like him. Yeah, we gotta kill all the enemies first. So let's just kill the grunts first real quick. Well, we can then with our actual units then use the store units to finish off the rest. Or I'm debating. Nah. As much as I want to spam that map attack, no. Kind of sad he doesn't have any dialogues. It'd be funny. Actually, would Iron have any dialogue with him? No. I'm just doing that just in case because I forgot if I did the fourth or any of that. Dang, these guys are not doing any damage to him. Really? That takes care of Gaelio right there. Nah. What's called? I can't allow myself to withdraw. I can't allow myself to withdraw here. Or, hmm? Ikisuki has a line? Ah, persistent. Sorry, not. And then back off already. We don't even want to fight. Ein, reinforcements will be here soon. Hold out until then. Sir! A high energy heat source is rapidly approaching from the direction of Module 77. What machine? Can you identify them? We don't have any corresponding data, but the reading is similar to valvrave 1. Huh? Yes! Valvrave 4! Saki! I'm here to welcome you back, Haruto. That valvrave. Let me finish this. Everything's going according to LF's strategy so far. Damn it, now that one's come out. Did it defeat the troops we sent to Module 77? I had no idea there were other valvraves besides Haruto's. Haruto, did you know about this? I... Leader, we received the transmission from Module 77. It's from Elf. Elf? The hell does he want? The green valvrave there is your ally. Before you get going, how about you explain why you're playing the role of commander? The details will be explained later. Destruction of the enemy takes precedence. Wait, Elf, who's piloting that valvrave? Sorry, who's piloting that valvrave? That'll be me, Haruto. Isn't my valvrave nice? I call her Carmilla. Huh? This feels amazing. I feel like a bird. Wait, we're more like vampires. So that'd make us bats then. Rukino. Come on, let's hurry up and take out the rest of the enemies. Yeah, we got soccer! Yo, I want to use it. I want to use the map attack now. Oh, dang. Let's see what this thing's attacks are. What attack is. Oh, she doesn't even have a opening dialogue or anything. I want to use that map attack so badly now. Can I use it? Nah, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. And the good thing about this game is map attacks do not hit your allies. Oh man, they're all getting into formation. That valvrave unit's fast though. No, he's using the map attack. Yeah, we gotta use 2 Hisatsus. Yeah, of course he's gonna attack Miyazuki. But he gets another attack afterwards? No, he doesn't. That was the other one. That's game. Ugh. Ein, get out of here now! He left himself open. I'll take him down too. Good. Specialist Major. Ein? Ah! Ein, why would you do that for me? I had lost my pride, but you gave me the legs I needed to rise again. I couldn't just leave you to die. Ugh. You can't die, Ein! Ein! They ran off. Let him run. Let him run, Mika. Reaching Module 77 is top priority. And for all we know, there could be enemies there too. Got it. Oh well. You mean the enemies attacking Module 77? Alright, took care of that. Rukino, why are you in the valvrave? Story time comes later. Now, let's go back to Module 77. Alright. Uh-oh. Where the Gallahorn Bauchet's bridge. I see, so Ein. The doctor has said that most of his vital organs are failing, and necrosis is already setting in. I can't let his end come like this. Not when it was for me. There's a way to save Ein. Do you mean that, McGillis? Yes, although an appropriate amount of resolve will be necessary. Hmm. In the corridor of the Isribi. So you wanted to talk? Rukino, you can't fight that valvrave. I'm the only one that should fight. Did you forget? When the two of us were alone together, the promise we kissed on. I I remember. Did you get it right? Now the secret has two owners. I have a lot of other secrets too. Don't you want to know more? Secrets like a special power will make me famous. I get to battle in the biggest spotlight I could hope for. We're in a Dorshi battleship. The aforementioned unit has slipped through the Galhorn encirclement with the aid of the valvrave and has reached Module 77. I see. You are in front of Master Kane, H. Noon. Master Kane, huh? Oh, come on. It was just a yawn. Do we have forces for the capture of the Valvrave? Do we have forces available for the capture of the Valvraves? I've already enlisted the cooperation of a nearby Dorsian fleet. Good. Then proceed with the plan. Blitzendegen. 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 You finally returned, Valvrave. Our efforts were worthwhile after all. So we finally got Saki. The sad part is I don't have any of her SRs. That's the sad part. I can't wait until the other Valvraves. I want to use Thunders. Yeah, we got what we needed. So, that'll be it. Now that we're back in World 4, the real combat begins. Alright. Until next time, goodbye.